for coming in back again to JV Shooter channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to clean my N G2C, and this is the way that I do it. What I do ask, if you guys have any more suggestions about how to clean your pistol, let me know. Hit me out with the comments, and I'll make sure to look at them. I already started cleaning one, which is my S&WSD9 and here I'm gonna show you guys how he ended up looking. Alright, so this is pretty much how I just finished cleaning it up. Clean up the frame, the slide. It's probably gonna be kind of hard to see it. Other than that, clean pretty much right inside. I don't know how to move that pin, but I still cleaned right there. To clean my pin, all I gotta do is push this thing a little bit towards me, to the outside, and pop up that little cap on the back. I ended up cleaning the barrel. I have not oiled it up yet because I wanted to actually assemble it right in front of the camera. My guy rod, I talked to you guys many times about wanting to replace it, and this is my frame from my SD9. You can clearly see that it's pretty much real clean. I can pass the finger on it in many times, many different places, and my finger is super clean. So right now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set it up. And yes, I'm doing this with shorts, and I'm actually planning to get a bigger table so I can show you guys what I do. Now, the products that I use, it's actually this one to oil it up. This one I got it from my actual store where I buy my ammo, and I bought this first gun. That's my lube. And I don't know how you guys feel about this one. Bridgewood gun scrubber. It actually cleans really well, but this one is basically more for my AR. I started using it about 5 months ago, and it does the job. So I definitely guarantee it. And I just recently bought hubs to clean the SD9, and it works really freaking great. So here's how I'm gonna set up my pistol. I grab my slide and put in my barrel. Then I actually put in my guy rod. And the way you want to do this one, you probably already know. Make sure it's really centered with the barrel and right here on this end. So when I normally set it up, I grab my oil. Probably I'm doing it wrong, but this is how I do it. And if you guys have any other ideas, hit me up. What I do is I drop 2 drops behind the hammer. Then I just let it slide right there. Once I do that, I move this the hammer, no, not the hammer, but the pin. Once I actually have it back, I add more than 2 drops, and I pretty much do this back and forth, so it loops all the way in there. On this little piece that right here, the one that I have, and I lost, okay, so right about right there, that little piece or spring that is inside, I like to push it back and add a little bit more oil, maybe just 1 drop, it'll be good. Might overdo it, but that is actually perfect because it runs all the way in the back on both sides, and I just do that pretty much on both ends. I might be overdoing it, but that's the way, like I say, you know, that's the way I do it. And on my guide rub, I probably add about 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not press on the little container because I have it regulated, you know, so that way whenever that pops out, my drops, they actually leave. Now that my slide is done, I'm gonna just let it sit there for a little bit, and I'm gonna get back to my frame. When I do that, I like to add some oil on the spring that is in there, just a tiny little amount, because you don't need a whole lot, and 1 drop should be fine. Then I like to do that so that way it gets all the way around the spring. Next thing is I put it on the 4 brackets, if you want to call it that way, which, you know, that's how I'm doing it. And I add a little bit, you know, just kind of like rubbing it down there on the center, on that area right here, pretty much right there, here, and on the center. I don't put any oil right on the center over here. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna assemble it all over again. Now once I'm done with that, I like to push back the frame, put my lock in, and I'm just gonna go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just gonna put it facing down so that way it rubs all the way out there. I always end up having that little extra oil, which I don't mind because I always like to, you know, rub it down all the way in the gun. And you guys have to hear how that sounds. I just absolutely like it. Now, when I'm done with that, I do go a little bit crazy on my guns, but I always, you know, pass the towel. I like to add 1 little drop, you know, I don't push it, I just, you know, kind of actually, you know, it's kind of like a little lube that goes from the barrel on the bottom of the frame. Now, as you can see that my gun is actually pretty oily. I grab probably one of these ones, and I just kind of, you know, go, you know, front, on the side, on the actual frame. Now remember, this is the way I do it. You guys may have other ideas, but I like to do that because It just leaves kind of like a protection from oil and from dirt and all that. It may attract a little more dirt than usual, but that's the way I do it. And like I said, this one is clean already. So you can see my little cotton pad came out a little bit dirty from the center. So this is pretty much it. That's from that. And I'm gonna get it lock and loaded, because this is my conceal gun. This is the one that I carry now. So it's nice and hot, ready to shoot. Now I'm gonna be going to my next gun, which is my little Taurus, and this is sort of my plinking gun. I was gonna use it for conceal, and I may end up going back to it because it's really small. And other than that, you guys can see it doesn't have a mag on. It's clear, nothing in the chamber. And this gun, you may see that it has little oil right there from my last time I cleaned it. But other than that, I'm just gonna do a little quick wipe on it because it has a little dust. So this is how I do it. Push back a little bit, push my 2 tabs, press the trigger, slide it, and if you guys see, well, probably not, but let me see if I can get this. Well, probably not, but it is kind of oily and a little bit dirt. So that's the frame, and that's my guy rod. That's my barrel. My barrel is a little bit dirty, and also the frame. So for this setup that I have, I'm gonna be using the hubs. Just tiny little pass, and I did not remove that complete seal on this because, man, this idea I had, it works great. Now that's a average pad, so what I do is just go around a little times, and you don't need a whole lot. It looks more like piss, but other than that, little quick here, pass it there, back and forth, clean it. Where my spring is at, go all the way around, and getting a whole lot of pieces off. First top, and like I said, this is not a complete clean. It's just a little pass by. And what I'm noticing right now on this area, I am getting a little bit more wear from my IWB holster, because I kind of have it a little bit too tight, but rather be safe than sorry. You guys can see, just a little quick pass on the gun. It is kind of dirty, actually. It is kind of dirty, so kind of rub it right here a little bit, to remove some dirt. And I thought I had some Yeah, I forgot about this again. So other than that, you know, little on the piece of the trigger on the front, you know, kind of like if you were detailing your car with the little oil. That's pretty much about it. I know it looks really shiny because of the oil, but I'm only doing a little clean on it. Now I have an extra rag that I've used here, so I grab my barrel, and you can see I use it just to kind of like to finish passing it, to remove all the extra stuff, you know, everything that I'm not gonna need, you know, over here, over there, and that's, you know, pretty much it. Then I put it on my side. I put it to the side. On the guide rod, I'm not gonna do anything because that's pretty much lube. So set it right here on the frame, on the slide. Just, you know, little quick clean, you know, or wipe. You probably are saying, you know, this guy is an idiot because he cleaned his guns too much, but I'm trying to protect, you know, my guns from getting too dirty. You know, I do not have a safe yet. Hopefully some other time I'll probably get one, but as of right now I am not gonna do that. And I always notice that where the firing pin is at, right here in this general area, you can see that round thing. So now from what I do, it's I get one of these little bristles, and I like to kind of like, you know, remove some of that. Once I'm done, we're gonna do it back again. I'm gonna add a tab of oil so it can go on the firing pin, and I did not do that to the other gun, but that's fine. So 1, 2, and then tap more right there. Then push my pin back little times. Then we do the little pin right there. Push that there. Then we're gonna do it back again. Reassemble. Always remember how you're gonna put your guide rod. It's pretty much center. Little here, little there, right there. That is pretty much. Put it there. Grab my rod, my rag, and do, you know, little clean right here. It don't have to be much. It's just like a little wipe, like I say, you know, wipe down. And now I have a question. I don't mind the little trigger that I have right here because of the safe, but I thought about switching it. It works fine, but I do feel it has a little kind of like right there, there's a little stop, and I am not sure what that could be, but I don't mind, you know. I'm gonna go back at it again, oil it up, you know, here, there. Huh. You know what I think it is? I think I know what it is. Whenever you don't press right that little lip, it does it. But anyways, I'm gonna put back my frame. There you go. And push that back a little bit, and probably just gonna do that right there, and back and forth like it once again, and forgot to do that right here. Just tiny little tap tap. And like I say, you know, this is a small little gun, you know, good for conceal, or it could work for a pocket knife. I mean, a pocket gun. But as long as it does the job, it does. And it actually sounds really good. So right there. So that is nice, clean Taurus. And this is my home invader right now. So just gonna cover up my stuff. And I want to thank to these products that I have right here. And I just want to let you guys know that all these 3 products, they're not being sponsored by them. I actually bought these ones myself for my own use. So thanks for watching this video. Hobbs, he does a great job. Gun scrubber from Birchwood. It cleans nice on my AR. And this lube is the best. I got these ones at what's it called? Stone, I think it's called. I can't remember it, but I'll put their name down once I remember it. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and keep looking out for my videos.